So Simon is asking, which one would I prefer? Okay, first option is to run a 5K budget for 3 weeks or run a 5K budget for 6 weeks. So his question is, you doubt both will give similar result, any impact on the lead gen? So lead gen, first thing first. Second thing is, okay, you're giving me two choices. Now, you know what? I would say both are actually a valid route that you can actually choose. But we will look at it from a few angles. But first thing first, I would agree to you that when you run 5K for 3 weeks and versus 5K for 6 weeks, you are very, very unlikely to get the same result, okay, or similar result. You will see a different outcome. Why? Let me give you some example. First thing first, there are a few angles to look at, right? First thing first, we will look at how big is your audience. So if your audience is relatively moderate, not so big, and you're spending 5,000 for 3 weeks, that actually makes it a very intensive daily budget. So when you have a very high daily budget, you might actually not be able to reach more people, because theoretically, when you're running ads on Facebook, in my opinion, you know, this is agree to disagree. I think the first thing we want to achieve is we want to reach more people. Then, because the moment we reach more people, we have the possibility to get more result. But the moment you spend too much budget on a daily basis on certain campaign, and when your audience size is relatively smaller, you are not able to reach more people, and in turn, you will actually push the frequency to come up, which defeats the purpose. So that when the frequency come up, what does it mean? You're actually repeating, in showing your ads to certain audiences, and in fact, that may or may not get you better result. It depends. Like I said, it depends. We have to monitor. That's why when we run this kind of campaign, we will actually have to monitor from different angle. So like I mentioned, first thing first, you want to look at how big is your audience size. Now, if your audience size is relatively smaller, I would actually go for the 6 weeks option. Now, of course, if your audience size is big, then even if you go for 5 weeks also, I think the next thing you want to monitor is you want to monitor your frequency. So yeah, it's a very open-ended question, but Simon, I know where you're coming from. Yeah, so we would not be able to predict the outcome when it comes to like the number of leads that we are able to generate. But nonetheless, we will be able to actually judge, or actually at least we make some judgment before we jump right into the campaign, at least from these two angles.